What's going on, you guys? TBR here, back yet again with another King of Fighters All-Star video. And in today's video, we are going to be continuing a series that we have not done a video installment for in quite some time. That's right, you guys. We are going to be doing another Q&A. In today's video, I'll be reading through my comments on the comment section from the past week or so of videos and replying to some of those in there that I felt like needed a reply here on the channel. And we'll just kind of go through. We'll be talking about several different topics, and it'll be a lot of fun. But before we go ahead and get into all of that more, make sure if you guys haven't already done so, you smash that like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's do something else we haven't done in a while. Cue that intro. Prince_gaming? Not sure. Hello, TBR. From the last couple of days, I've observed that you are not interesting to make and upload a video on a daily basis after achieved 5K subscribers. So saying he's observed that I have not been interested in making videos the past few weeks after achieving 5K subscribers. So I've already addressed this several times in the course of the past couple of weeks in several different videos and talked about this. In fact, I even made an entire video that was mostly dedicated to the topic. But I have a new day job now, which is something that has taken away most of my morning time. So unfortunately, I just do not have the time like I used to be able to cut and then edit and upload a video on a daily basis. I have about 2 hours in the morning now, and that's still with me getting up at 5 a.m. So unfortunately, I don't feel like getting up at 3 a.m. in order to have enough time to be able to cut and edit and make it and upload a video each and every single day. I'm still trying to figure out a good way to make this work on a daily basis again with my current job situation, but unfortunately, it has nothing to do with anything outside of the fact that I just have a new day job, and unfortunately that's what's paying my bills. So until this starts paying my bills, I apologize, but it's just going to have to be the way it's going to be. But I do appreciate the support, Prince Gaming. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. Let's just move on. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Big shout out to Whiskey. Entertainment should never feel like a job you don't get paid to do. I have a tier system for the games I play. Top tier games, free time playing for extra gains. Mid tier gets logins daily, and low tier is played every now and then. The tiers change constantly. And this I can pretty much 100% agree with. I feel like with the games that I play, they all fall into kind of this tier list system that you've outlined here, Whiskey. You know, it's one of those situations where for me, the games that I play each and every single day without any sort of fail have been the King of Fighters All-Star, obviously, and then Dragon Ball Legends. That's going to be the two games that I kind of make sure that each and every single day I am putting some time into. And then beyond that, Dokkan Battle, Grand Summoners, Mega Man X Dive, any of the other games that I play, they kind of fall into that tier system where I'll just either log in every day to get my dailies, or I'll just play them every now and again. So this is something that is also a pretty good tip for those of you out there that play a lot of gacha games. Try to kind of fall into this type of system, because otherwise, if you try to prioritize each and every single game you play, you're going to end up one day regretting it, first and foremost, resenting the games, and also having a lot of... I don't want to say that this is a blanket statement for everybody, but I know a lot of people that feel this way, including myself. You'll have a lot of regret as it regards the amount of time you've dumped into certain things over time if you overdo it. So that burnout is real. So yeah, this right here is a very, very good system, and it's one that I think that I have, unbeknownst to myself, subconsciously fallen into myself over the years. So nice comment there, Whiskey. I appreciate it. Ursia Dickey. Probably mispronouncing that. What else would be new? Hey TBR, what would you do if the next banner is Ex15 King? Why do you just want to hurt me? You come into the comment section, you just want to hurt me.
Why you do that, Dickie? Why you doing that?
I'm gonna start calling you Little Dicky now. Not very nice. Anyway, jokes aside, if that were to happen, which I have a hard time believing, I almost get the feeling we're gonna end up seeing a character like... I don't want to throw this out there and then people run with it, but there are characters that are from the 15 roster that I kind of sort of think are going to end up happening very soon. I might do a video talking about who I think could be the next banner characters, but there are certain characters I see being next. I do not see one of them being King. So I'm basically leveraging and hedging my bets on that one. Fingers crossed that I made the right decision. because I'm still spending rubies on that banner. Gonna get that A5 Rugal at some point. I apologize in advance, but I cannot pronounce this whatsoever. Not even gonna try. I don't even know if there's anything to pronounce there. You can let me know in the comments section. So, big time review. KoFAS forum is dead by spammer, hacker, and Netmarble don't see it. So this 700 downloads not help if spammers killed the forum. Not necessarily sure what you're talking about when it comes to the 700 downloads, but that's okay. The bigger thing here is the forums. So yeah, the forums have been having their issues, we'll put it that way, to put it lightly, for a very, 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 very long time. I'm talking pretty much since the inception of the game. The running joke within the community has been that the forums are somewhere that you go literally just for CM Yuri's posts, and that's about it. And yeah, I keep it to that. I try to stay off of the forums as much as possible. The forums just have a lot of trolling, a lot of botting, a lot of weird things that go on there that are just kind of weird. Like, I don't really know how else to describe it. It's obvious that the people there have taken advantage of the fact that Netmarble does not have mods really to speak of on their forums. And so I feel like it has become kind of more or less just a cesspool of people who are trying to kind of just take jabs at each other and have inside jokes at each other and want to see how far they can push the envelope before Netmarble finally takes notice. So this isn't anything new to me. If I were to give you any advice on this, if you're looking for communities for the King of Fighters All-Star, you're better off going to things like Discord or Reddit, because at least at that point, it isn't all going to be unmoderated, just the Wild West. So I would definitely recommend that you go that direction. I don't think that it makes sense for you to be on the forums in 2022, mainly because of some of the things that you just laid out there. But definitely appreciate the comment, but this is not anything new, unfortunately. Apier is back in the comment section, and he has a comment that says, watching how Omega Rugal did better than Tekken should make the devs realize character choice is very important, not just the IP. Honestly, Tekken second round characters picks were terrible. So we've talked about this already as it pertains to the Tekken 7 round 2. I'm trying to read the comment and it just, sorry, not exactly how I would phrase that, but that's okay. The Tekken 7 round 2 character choices, they were not the greatest, and we've talked about that. That has been something that has been a well-documented thing in the community, and I do think that when it comes to the success of Omega Rugal, when it comes to just the bare finances, which if you guys didn't see that screenshot the other day, I did a screenshot from some of the numbers from the past month versus some of what they've done with the Tekken collaboration financially, and it was pretty obvious from the numbers which one of those came out on top, and it was Omega Rugal. Seems like people are really coming out in droves to spend money on him. So Rugal being a character that is such a big component of the King of Fighters franchise as a whole, we kind of saw that coming, and this is why I've always told you guys when it comes to the people who are collab only versus the people that are the KOF character people that really just want to see new characters from KOF in this game. I've always told you guys that there are going to be far more of those than there are collab only people, mainly because collab only people are going to be kind of, I don't want to say casual, they're going to be people that are not necessarily just here for the King of Fighters. And I would still say that with this game at this point in its lifespan, that the majority of people are here for the King of Fighters because they're in love with the IP. It's something that they grew up with. It's nostalgia. It's something that they love. So therefore, it would make sense to me. Those numbers didn't necessarily overly surprise me. So I do agree with you, though. The character choice was a big part of that. When it comes to the Tekken 7 collab round 2, they really needed to have other characters in there that people really, really liked, or were at least a little bit more eye-catching. I think Netmarble falls into this trapping where they try to focus more so on pleasing the Korean side as well as pleasing the waifu lovers, which works sometimes when it comes to the waifus, but doesn't necessarily appeal to everybody, and definitely not as many people as they might think. And then when it comes to the Korean side, I think that the numbers bear it out as far as the revenue numbers. I think that Netmarble, while it's nice that they're trying to kind of cater to their hometown crowd, it isn't necessarily something that's the best decision for them marketing-wise when it comes to all these other demographics and all these other sections of the world that are spending money on their games. So there is a lot of things to learn from that, and I do think that there were mistakes made. I really, really do. And if Netmarble were being honest, and manager Kiki were able to be upfront and brutally honest with us, I think that he would probably say that they could have made better decisions there. But at the same time, they made the decisions they made, so we are where we are. Rugal is very, very popular, so hey, maybe it's just an unfair comparison when you're talking about a King of Fighters community flocking towards something like an Omega Rugal versus a Tekken character, or characters as it were, but I definitely appreciate the comment, Aper. Refugio Flores says, where do you get this packs from? Speaking about the King of Fighters AR card game packs. I actually get these all on AliExpress. You can check out the links in the description to those videos, and there will be links directly to those sellers. Otherwise, if those sellers are out and that listing's no longer there, just go ahead and search King of Fighters trading cards and you'll find them there. But I appreciate the comment, Refugio. If you buy some, good luck on your polls. Jonathan says, as it pertains to the King of Fighters Arena, basically any game sequel reuses assets and improves the graphics. What's the big deal? The big deal is this is not being billed as a sequel. This is being billed as a completely and utterly separate game that will be running at the same time, and they're trying to bill it as something brand new. If it were the King of Fighters All-Star 2, people might not have necessarily as many big issues, although they'd probably have some major ones because they'd be worried about their accounts on the King of Fighters All-Star. So there is that. But it really comes down to the fact that they're trying to market this as this brand new, like, unique experience, and it's literally a clone in almost every single way. Especially if you go take a look at the gameplay of it, it's almost the exact same gameplay, exact same layout, except for the buttons are placed in different places. The graphics look a little bit prettier. So I think that's where a lot of people are upset that, and it is going to be an NFT game. So it's kind of like they just took and cloned the King of Fighters All-Star game that a lot of people really love and have invested a lot of time, money, and effort into, and then cloned it with a bunch of NFTs there and then tried to bill it as a new game. If they would just go, hey, this is, we get it. This is going to be taking a lot from the King of Fighters All-Star. We designed this for people in the King of Fighters All-Star that like to spend money, that want to earn money, that like NFTs or something like that. If they tried to at least draw those parallels and recognize the fact that they've done that, I think more people would be like, okay, whatever. But it's the fact that they're trying to act like this is some like brand new, super unique concept that they're super excited about. I get the marketing side of that and the fact that you have to do that as a company in order to, market. But at the same time, it isn't just a cut. It isn't necessarily so cut and dry as it's just a sequel and people are upset about that. It isn't that. It's the fact that they're going out of their way to make sure to tell people this has nothing to do with the King of Fighters All-Star, but then when we look at it, it's the King of Fighters All-Star, right? So very interesting the way that they're marketing it. We'll see how it plays out. I still have my doubts on how successful it is over the long term, but we'll have to wait and see. But as always, Jonathan, thank you for the comment. Screaming Cat says, in regards to the King of Fighters Arena again, edit, there's going to be tons of bots, expect that NFT. Yep, pretty much. I've heard that from a lot of people, and I've heard that that is a problem in a ton of games very similar to this. So it'll be interesting to see on those first couple of weeks how Netmarble adapts to that. I have my doubts when it comes to how they approach things, because let's face it, unfortunately for Netmarble, unfortunately for us, they aren't very good at staying on top of people who like to cheat and hack, so we'll see how things go. But anyway, you guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you all enjoyed this Q&A. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe. As always, I will see you guys in the next one. You guys take care. If you're summoning on the Omega Rugal banners still, good luck on your summons, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Continue.